What's good, everybody? It is your boy Cab back with another Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 video for you guys. Today we are here again to do something that I pretty much did a week ago, and that's talk about some predictions for DLC 14. Now, when I made my video a week ago talking about the characters that I expect to see, all things like that, we didn't have the information that we just recently got at Jump Festa, and that's why I made that video talking about why I expected to potentially see a DLC all surrounded around the votes that we've had on Xenoverse 2. I mean, it would make sense if you really think about it. Like, that is an easy DLC pack in Bergamo, Dispo, and UI Omen Goku. Those would be three characters that I think people would be perfectly fine with as a DLC. And since we've had so many votes, and it seems like votes were a big part of the DLC, I did think that that was a possibility. But we just recently got some new information at Jump Festa in regards to the new Dragon Ball Super, the superhero movie. Now, I originally thought that this movie would probably be coming out around like fall of 2022 or something like that. I did not expect this movie to be releasing in April, and on April 22nd of 2022. Now, the reason that this is so important to these predictions of the characters and the release date is because if you think back to the last time we got a movie for Dragon Ball Super, it was Dragon Ball Super Broly, right? Well, with that movie, we actually got a DLC on Xenoverse 2. And the DLC for Xenoverse 2 came out a month before the movie actually did. Because if you look back at the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie release date, it was released, I believe, on January 16th of 2019. Now, if you look back at the Xenoverse 2 DLC Pack 8 release date, which had Gogeta Blue and Dragon Ball Super Broly in it, that was released, I believe the free update came out on the 18th, and the paid update came out on the 19th. I gotta sneeze really quick. I'll be right back. Alright, like I was saying, the DLC for Xenoverse 2 released on the 19th, a whole month in advance from the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. It is very, very possible that we see something very similar to that with the new Dragon Ball Super movie that will be coming out in April. This movie literally aligns perfectly with where this DLC would most likely release anyway, guys, because if you think about Xenoverse 2 and how DLCs usually work, usually when a DLC drops, it takes a month or two after that till we start getting information about the next DLC. So say we started getting information about DLC 14 in January, right? That means we would get VJump Scan / Content City TV updates in January, February, and March, and the DLC would have came out in April. Or at the very latest, I thought it would have come out in May. So the fact that this movie is coming out in April and on April 22nd really makes me feel like this DLC is going to be focused around this movie as well as releasing around this movie. It may release a little bit in advance like we did with the Dragon Ball Super Broly DLC and with that movie, or it may come out a little bit later. I'm not saying it's going to be exactly the same in that regard, but I am saying that I do fully believe that this DLC and DLC 14 on Xenoverse 2 will involve these new characters in some way, shape, or form, and it also does give the possibility to see another version of Gohan in the game, guys. I know a lot of people probably would not want that unless Gohan comes with some absolutely new shit in this movie, which, oh my god, if he got a new form or something like that. If it did happen, I'm not saying it will. If it did, I would be so happy and I would be so hyped to see him as a character in Xenoverse 2 and DLC 14, but I'm just saying that it is possible that we see the man in some way, shape, or form, since he does seem to have such a big role in this movie. Now, the other characters, obviously, that I would expect to come along with this man's Gohan from the movie would be Gamma 1 and 2. They are the main, like, new characters of this movie right here, and those two I fully expect to be in the DLC when it does release and when we do start getting information about it. Now, some people may be saying, but like, you know, Gamma 1 and 2 seem like they would be really similar. Yeah, I do get that, but there has to be some kind of differences between the two. Like, there's got to be something that they have different. Like Android 17 and 18, while they're still androids, they were different. I'm assuming there are different fighting styles and different moves that each of these androids do have. And at the same time, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but it is a possibility that Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 were created to be strong individually, but maybe to also fuse at the same time. Would that not make perfect sense if you really think about how, you know, androids have worked, how Dragon Ball works, and how these two are so very similar to each other. Like Gamma 1 and 2, if they combine, well, I don't know what the hell the name would be, but it would make a lot of sense, and that would potentially be another character that we could see in the DLC. Now, I'm not saying, again, that that'll actually happen in the movie, but it is something that is possible and something that I was definitely thinking about while I was watching the newest trailer. And I'm not going to lie, I watched the newest trailer like 30 times because I'm so excited for the man's Gohan to come back. Like, that's my GOAT right there. Oh, the excitement levels was on another level, I'm just saying. But anyway, like I've been saying, man, I truly think that this DLC now, after getting the information about this movie, will be focused around the movie and will most likely be releasing around the time that this movie does as well. Like I said, we could see it a little bit in advance, like a little bit before April 22nd, or maybe a little bit after April 22nd. We could see these characters coming with DLC 14 to Xenoverse 2. I no longer really expect to see multiple Hero Vote characters or anything like that. I still do think we'll get like multiple custom partners from the votes and things along those lines, but when it comes to the Hero Vote, it does seem like we will be getting just one character if they do release the DLC 14 with this new movie, which would make perfect sense. Like, it's the perfect time to sell these characters, and they have done it in the past with the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. So I do fully expect DLC 14 to now be focused around this movie, considering that it is releasing in April, which would be around the release window for this DLC anyway. So let me know what you guys think about this down below in the comments. Would you guys like to see this as a DLC pack with the new characters from the Dragon Ball Super movie and potentially a new version of Gohan, maybe with some updated skills or something that he does in the movie? Like, it would just be nice to see my mans do something different in the movie in terms of like maybe a skill that he was working on that we've never seen before, or if by some it's very low. The chance of seeing Gohan with a new form is like very minimal, but by some godly chance, we see the mans get a new form. I would go crazy for him in the movie and as a DLC character without doubt. But again, let me know your thoughts on the possibility of seeing this as DLC 14, and if you think that this will be DLC 14 along with it releasing around the time of this movie's release at the same time. But as always, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, hope you have a good day. Peace, y'all.